Now, with those of you who are projectors, this is one of the most important keys for you to understand, because what advisors or projectors do is they have such a deep penetrative energy, and they have issues with boundary invasion, meaning there's a hard, it's hard to make that distinction between where you end and the other begins. So oftentimes you're misidentifying with the other person and what their role or their job or their task or whatever it is, who they are, and thinking that that's yours. It's not. So you don't have natural generative energy. Because of the auric frequencies or the energetic dynamics between each of the 4 types, you get the most conditioned by the generators, the builders, and I'll show you why on some other slides. So this is the thing. Stop doing that thing that is dragging you down, that is just a menial task that's about a warm body filling a seat. You're not that. You can't be that and be healthy for any length of time. Usually what happens is you will burn out, and you'll get this exhaustion and fatigue, and all kinds of health issues ensue. So when you're recognized and invited, that's your key. Somebody else recognizes and invites you for what you do, you can excel at connecting the big picture, seeing where people belong perhaps, or seeing how things need to be more efficiently structured as it moves forward. You're here to lead individuals, groups, small or large, depends on your design. And in this course, we're going to take a look at who has those qualities and traits and how they might show up. Because you're here to master systems, it's really important that you go ahead and study. One of the most important things, if you have an advisor, projector child, is to invite them into studying whatever it is that they're utterly fascinated with, that they could, put their little focusing minds at work with all day and not get fatigued with it. It's not about the doing of the doing, but actually mastering whatever system it is that they love, that lights them up. So when they've had a mastery of a system, they can bring people together for greater efficiency. They can maximize energy and resources, the open sacral, the generative life force, the energy resource. They can maximize that by recognizing how best to guide and facilitate that energy use moving forward. These people, we really need to make sure that we take regular breaks. It's not about working a 9 to 5. Heaven forbid that you do that all day long and not get any rest. It's a good idea to move as quickly as possible into being able to be the advisor who's pulled in for short periods of time, short bursts of energy, depending on what kind of advisor they are. They might have lots of energy, just not the, consistent day in, day out activity. It usually will lead to severe burnout at a very young age if they do that. Now, the key to their empowerment is discernment. To energetically healthy people, which one is actually somebody that really recognizes and invites me, that I use my particular authority in human design. Here in the BG5, we call it the decision-making strategy. So you use your decision-making strategy to recognize who is the right person for you, that acknowledges your skills, that offers you their energy resources to guide, not for you to do all of the busy work all by yourself. The conditioning, going back to all of the people who have an undefined energy resource, an undefined generative energy, our advisors, our innovators, and our reflectors, the evaluators. Every single one of them are going to be conditioned to think, I have to do it all by myself. I have to do it all by myself. I've got to make sure that this gets done right, and I'm the only one that thinks I can do it. So energy resources to guide, not to do.